was done. Bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free. It's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's agenda will see me tomorrow. Same obsession, same effing thing.
Ooh, good evening, everybody. Oh man, if you haven't seen it, I do have a new video for members only. Only you members will be able to see it, but I'm going to give you a little taste of it tonight. You know, a little taste. I'll give a little taste here. Look at this.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns. Real talk. Yo, here comes Wimpy old Bone. Shouldn't be crying, you're in luck. But when a little joke hits his ears, he's running off like a scared little cuck.
That's all you're going to get. If you want to see the whole thing, you'll have to be a member. It's cheaper than a cup of Starbucks coffee. It's good. Oh, I had so much fun making that. It is a trip. It is a trip. Hey, Max, good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you, Libby. Just Dawn, lovely lady. Good to see you. Bonnie Heron, Rumi, and Jaws 220. I love it. Sue, howdy. Good to see you. Tommy Bugard, man, Texas. Jules, good to see you. Let's see who else. Make sure I'm not missing anybody here. I'm probably missing all kinds of people. We got Karen Breeden. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Oh my, yeah, I worked on that a little bit today, and the song is so much fun. Hey guys, good to see you. Good to see you. So let's do a little digging, because we got this fool Paint Chip that for whatever reason he seems to think that he's God's gift to something. Yeah. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, Dangerous Waves. Welcome. So haven't bought Starbucks. Why is it less than $1.99? Good to see you, Joss. Go stars. Yeah, we'll get some stars up there. We'll get some stars up there. And I'm really close to releasing the album. I finally came up with the Paint Chip song. Got that one done. I got all kinds of good stuff. It's been another crazy day. There's proof now that Lisa was served. Also lip suing Tug and Megan. Yeah, I heard about that. But the only problem is they're suing the wrong umbrella guy. they're suing Monograph, which is even funnier. I wonder how Monograph's going to feel about that. Monty, I feel bad for you, buddy. You know, that you're being sued again. That maybe you should talk to them. Maybe you should talk to them and ask them why they're suing you and you don't even know who they are. Monty, what are you going to do about this? Hugs from Scotland, UK. It's 3:11 in the morning. Whoa, Musa lady, the wise oracle. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, it was an interesting day, and I figured it was time to star equals. What is that? Star equals hockey? Oh, okay. Doesn't taste good, and it's about $8. Yeah, see, I taste much better. Maybe a little sweaty at times, but I'm pretty tasty. Let's go ahead and get into this craziness. I figured I would share this stuff with you because, well, who else is there? So you remember little Paint Chip and all these people talking about the Nasharian. I think that's his name. I'm probably getting it wrong. So here is some of the kind of crap that Paint Chips likes to pull. All right. And you can see for yourself. Notice of divestiture and jurisdiction. Request to strike magistrate judge's decision to deny movement's motion to quash. Docket 314. Well, they're complaining about it. They respectfully notified the judge that, that was divested immediately upon filing their notices of appeal, which Dudek and his clerk did not immediately docket. Instead, they improperly waited. And, he doesn't like that they're saying no. And what are they saying no to? Well, that's the question. What they're saying right here is there was a subpoena to produce documents, information, or objects, or to permit inspection of premises in a civil action. And right here, order is you're commanded to produce at the time, date, and place set forth below the following documents, electronically stored information or objects, or to permit inspection, copying, testing, or sampling of the material. And it doesn't say that they want to inspect the premises. They're very specific about what they want to produce. And this right here, the subpoena commands production of electronically stored information or other tangible things or inspection of premises before the trial, and notice of a copy of the subpoena must be served on each party of this case. Proof of service. And they sent out proof of service. Now, it hadn't been done at this point in time, but this is part of what you file with the court. And what exactly are they after? Well, as you can see, and I'll point these all out right here, is this person is CC'd, this person is CC'd, this person is CC'd, this person is CC'd, Rick LaFontaine, Rick LaRiviere, Frank Pressman, M. Thomas, Frank Parlato, all these people right here were being served. And here is why. Dear ethically challenged attorney Nick Chiappetta, before you and your client, Mr. Nasharian, have all of your malfeasance aired in the public square, I request a meet and confer to allow you and your client to withdraw with prejudice the attached, effective, frivolous, and bad faith subpoena which you directly served on me in the magistrate judge's courtroom seconds after he left the bench earlier today in the above reference matter. I'll give you one shot so I don't have to file a motion to quash, ask for a protective order, ask for sanctions, sue you for abusive process, etc. Or else I promise you and your client will be famous and not the way you dirtbag, woke, narcissist, communist desire. He says he already started drafting. Below is a taste. You won't get everything now, but this will be enough to get the press ready for thing. Then when this thing is stamped, by the way, will you admit that your client is a PDF, OnlyFans verified, then thrown off the white toy in the bathtub, apparently underaged? Why didn't he submit the documentation? You know that's a felony, right? Maybe to cover up a larger felony. Talking about sex with minors. He says January 20th is coming, and he leaves it with hugs and kisses. That sounds a little bit like he does. And of course, the frivolous or bad faith subpoena blatantly violates the rights of the free press in America. And he goes on for another 15 pages. Yeah. And then, of course, the order comes out from the judge that says plaintiff Dinesh Nishivarian has served a non-party subpoena on Luthmann. He's a self-described professional investigative journalist who has reported on this case. He intends to seek relief from the subpoena and now requests to exceed the page limit imposed for such motions. Although the request is opposed, the court independently finds good cause to allow extended briefing. As Paint Chip's notes, he's proceeding pro se, and his status as a journalist raised a host of complicated issues that could require extended discussion. According, it is granted. He may file a motion not to exceed 40 pages, inclusive of all parts. And after that, 219, he says that he wants a concise statement of the precise relief requested. And he goes on for 40 pages. And here is the next one that comes up. This is a declaration of Chapata, which is the attorney for Nassarian. My name is Nicholas Chapata. I'm over 18 years old, resident of Florida. Declarations based upon my personal knowledge and obtained through internal office knowledge, research, interactions with, or observations of Luthmann Paint Chips. Copy of the Supreme Court of New Jersey Disciplinary Reviews Board decision disbarring Paint Chips, dated February 25th, 2021. This item was personally retrieved by the undersigned. Exhibit A1 attached is true and correct. Exhibit B attached to his response is true and correct. Copy of the non-party subpoena, Deuces Tectum, and the undersigned's office prepared and submitted a third-party process server to serve Paint Chips after he exited the courthouse on December 10th, 2024. However, upon seeing the process server, he ran back into the courtroom and was served on the spot. And then, of course, his response is true and correct. And attached as a response is true and correct. And it says on December 11th, the undersigned advised Paint Chips of the clerical error on the subpoena as it pertains solely to the place of compliance, and the undersigned advised Paint Chip that he was willing to withdraw the subpoena. And then, of course, he says it's true and correct. There's a copy of his Substack post, Licensed to Docs, which he also can be found. Notably on the second page, labeled 1 of 20, the document is copyright written by Scrivener LLC, which is his trust. The 22 REL Irrevocable Trust is the title member. He is the registered agent in his family home. And of course, you got his response, true and correct copying of the Scrivener LLC's entity listed. And then, of course, his response is true and correct. And all of these are the letters, the notes, the things that he was doing to Nisharian. Now, right here is also another person that we're going to talk about in a little bit here by the name of Joseph A. Camp. Within that post, Camp again utilizes his anti-Semitic rhetoric and reposted Paint Chip's most current Substack post where he denied sending a package to his in-laws despite not actually being accused of the same. It appears to be a Darvo tactic. Also, I'd spoken with Alexander Vase on multiple occasions in email and telephone. Vase agreed to execute an affidavit outlining Joseph Camp's harassment. He asked that I prepare an affidavit, which I kindly obliged. However, someone communicated with Camp occurred, which made Vase change his mind and refuse to go on record. Vase simply stopped communicating with the undersigned. An analogous example of witness tampering is contained within Brad Laporte's declaration. I am aware of the statements made in Brad Laporte's declaration because he brought same to my attention the day of the deposition, went on record at his deposition restating the same. What do you ask was this? Mug Raid, welcome, Mug Raid. Declaration of Brad Laporte. I'm a resident of the state of Florida. He's an attorney also. The declaration based on his knowledge when this had to do with Camp. He was hired by trial lawyers to serve one of these experts. As such, I reviewed the materials provided to me by CTL, conducted an independent investigation, prepared a 61-page written report that was executed on November 25th, 2024. Based upon my military experience and time with the Department of Defense, I can say with certainty that I have observed backed actors like Camp. Stated differently, I know it when I see it. Camp is a self-absorbed narcissist who does not even attempt to hide his true identity through social media masks or fake profiles. Rather, Camp prides himself on the fact that he is manipulating the system by hiding outside of the United States while employing illegal tactics with the United States to achieve a certain result. Camp is verifiable with a reasonable degree of probability. First, Camp is verified on multiple social media platforms. Second, he groups several social media accounts he controls to one Linktree. A true and correct copy of that is indicated. Camp was also independently verified when he was arrested in Belize. Channel 5 Belize linked Camp to his verified Camp Gab account. Third, Camp's Russian social media profiles on OK.ru and VK indicate they may also have established one or more Russian Yandex.com email accounts. These become very important here in a bit. This butcher says by the fact that Camp openly admits to utilizing at least one Yandex.com email account. Fourth, the preliminary search indicates that Camp has a sole owner of a phone number that's no longer connected, which is cited on most of Camp's social media profiles. Ran a basic phone number validation search and found that the number is registered to him through Verizon. Based upon an independent investigation, observations, and personal interactions where Camp attempted to intimidate me, I can say with reasonable certainty that Camp displays a propensity for harassment, cyberstalking, witness intimidation, threats, and extortion. And of course, on December 16th, 2024. Interesting, isn't it? How these people tend to find each other. Also known as Okladuzensky is a social network that originated in Russia. It was launched, and just to give some information on that. The telephone number self-identified as Joseph Camp. The very first communication, he frivolously and falsely threatened a defamation lawsuit, despite the fact that he should have known such a lawsuit would be barred by litigation privilege. Camp went on to demand that I keep his name out of my mouth. Camp also acknowledged that he wanted Dinesh deleted or permanently destroyed. Doesn't this sound familiar? Camp, in like fashion, stated the game is on now. He also began to call me several times. I did not answer the phone. Interestingly, Camp knew I would be deposed, as he stated about the deposition, to my knowledge. Camp first threatened to expose private information about my relatives. Camp's exact threat was that my relatives will now be exposed for any skeletons. Camp proceeded to provide certain residential addresses belonging to my relatives. Camp then threatened that my life would be flipped upside down while threatening to the people closest to me. Next, Camp began an anti-Semitic campaign, threatened to destroy one of my relatives' careers. Camp also contacted me through social media application called Signal. Again, he self-identified and restated much of the same. Yeah. Yeah, he's mad and he's denying it. Of course. Why wouldn't he? Next, Camp also began posting my face and phone number to his gab.com account. Immediately thereafter, several commenters began posting anti-Semitic statements pertaining to me. Now, you have to remember, this is going to become more important in regards to paint chips here. My understanding of Camp's communications were either direct or implied threats to scare or intimidate me into not testifying the next day in violation of all these statutes. Interestingly, Paint Chip also obtained a copy of my report, which was only provided to defendants' attorneys. On December 15th, 2024, 2 days before my deposition was set to occur, Paint Chip included my picture in conjunction with a self-serving post on his bulletin board at Substack. A true and correct copy of the article is attached to Exhibit 5. Arguably, Paint Chip's personal Substack post potentially violates some of the statutes mentioned in paragraph 12. So Paint Chips is known to do these kinds of things. Well, what is clear is that Camp, Paint Chip, and the defendants are clearly colluding or otherwise in an alliance. This collusion is apparent because both Camp and Paint Chip are in possession of information they should not have. And both Camp and Paint Chip are targeting Nasharian's witnesses, including myself. What is interesting is that the Substack.com user, Legend of the South, self-identifies with the first name Jennifer, and the profile picture is of Jennifer Couture. Legend of the South liked Paint Chips' article. Notably, he also follows Legends of the South. So there's another sock account that Paint Chip has. Jennifer and Jennifer both follow Paint Chip in an account called M. Thomas Nast, another sock account. This does not appear to be a coincidence. A true and correct copy of this is also been included in Exhibit 6. One of many. Yes, because this is the game that Paint Chip plays. Because he has no life. He is too busy, stuffing his fat face with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And also, we got more of that. Another one. He also began posting harassatory and defamatory statements on his personal Twitter account and on his Instagram. The examples of this declaration do not fully explain the ongoing harassment and witness intimidation that have been put through at the hands of the defendants, Camp, and Paint Chip. As a result of the ongoing harassment, witness intimidation, and threats, I was forced to withdraw from this case. I maintained very serious concerns for my personal safety. Given recent circumstances, I believe that the continuing to participate in this matter poses a genuine risk to my well-being as well to my professional reputation, those closest to me because of my abrupt withdrawal due to defendants and their associates' actions. I ask that the court extend the expert witness deadline to allow Nasharian to obtain another expert. And this right here is what Paint Chips does. He does this to intimidate people, to scare them, to get them not to talk about it, so he can be, so he can be the hero of his own story. And he's no hero, he's a zero. He is an absolute zero that is doing this on his own. He has gone after him at Nasharian. He's going to go after Jeremy. He's going to go after Tug. He's going to go after Megan. He is a dangerous individual. And he can claim that he doesn't do these kinds of things, but there's already proof that he does these kinds of things. That he goes and attacks, he doxes, he threatens families, threatens people close to them, and he does it intentionally. So whenever you see people like little wimpy bones there, Ray, this is the kind of person that you're supporting, that you think is good to be associating with. And if you agree with that, that makes you, what is that? What would that be considered? Oh, a hypocrite. Who's pulling your chain, Ray? Who are you listening to, Ray? What about you, Fleesa? Who are you listening to? Who's pulling on your chain? Who's yanking you around? What about you, Lips? You're happy to be associated with these kinds of people? I guess it's wonderful for you to crawl into bed with these fine folks, isn't it? Is this the one where, there's so much kind of crap that he does? No, this is not the one where he pleads the fifth at all. No, this is one that he goes after Nisharian. And this is more of the kind of things that they pull. Here's an order. The undersigned has received several emails from an individual at this address, yandex.com. Given the email's reference pending motions and appear ex parte, the court has attached them here. The emails also contain several attachments which seem to be motions. The court has not and will not open the attachments due to security concerns. To the extent any party or non-party is seeking relief from the court, a proper motion must be filed with the clerk's office, not emailed to Chambers. This is what Camp was doing. And here's the kinds of emails. Extremely premature to have engaged in such conduct to aid in speculate the identities of John Doe's at this stage, yet he did so. We are now asking for his refusal. Okay. This document was sent this morning from a new VPN address. This stays any anticipated decisions pending a ruling on this matter by the district court. Further, the notices of appeals and the mandamus applications have already been filed prior to any written decision on the John Doe matters, because there were multiple John Does. Somebody likes using John and Jane Does because they don't want to. They want to keep themselves protected. Sadly, my computer was stolen. I have had to relocate after getting threats as a result of, but this came from, okay. Premature docking, speculations of the identities. Well, it is hereby noticed that and just basically goes on from a mobile phone. Amazing how that happens, isn't it? Yeah. Tug Raid. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Yes, welcome. Now, these are the kinds of games that man is playing with people. He is going on the attack. He is intentionally going after people. And he will continue to do it in this case. He's even gone so far as to create another lawsuit against Nisharian. Now, I don't agree with Nisharian. I don't really know who the guy is. But it goes to show you the kind of person that Paint Chips is. You're the mole. All of them are the mole. If you haven't hit that like button, you must be a paint chip eater. Yes, there you go. Thanks, Road Mama. I love it. Might just be just a couple of paint chips. What's a mole? Do they have rabies? I don't know. They do have some sharp little claws, though. it has been, so this is notice to the court. And where this is coming out is from Camp. So Camp is saying, notice to the court that Joseph A. Camp is not John Doe and request for sanctions pursuant to it. Well, come now as a movement proceeding to pro se as John Doe, Jane Roe, and respectfully states as follows. Camp is not improperly and baselessly identified or associated with a fictitious movement. In the above captioned manner, no evidence has been submitted to the court to justify this identification. Well, of course, then goes on for 4 more pages, legal standard, argument, and of course, this person here is saying, wherefore Mr. Camp respectfully requests that the court recognize and acknowledge that he's not John Doe, imposes sanctions under a rule for $100,000. And then what happens? Within a few short days, this is filed. They've got John Doe 2, John Doe 3, John Doe 4, John Doe 5. Collectively, the movements respectively submit this pleading to cure a procedural omission in connection with all of the above and to confirm their compliance. Doesn't this look a lot like Paint Chip's writing? And look at the date. April 8th, 2025. Look familiar? And then, of course, there's a pro se motion that gets filed. Well, we don't want anything to happen in this. Stop. Leave us alone. And this email right here is not from him. Oh, it's almost time for that, isn't it? Well, and there was something else I was going to show if I was able to pull it up, and it's not showing here. And we close this tab. That one, that one, that one, that one. Make sure I have it. And I think it's right here. Is that it? Nope, that is not it. This is not it. That's not it. Here we go. Is this the one? Here we go. This was the one. I just want to make sure I have the whole thing. Yes. So what they were trying to get quashed and quieted and not shown. Give me just a second. That this here is what was sent and what the judge found. Judge Dudek found this one right here, which was an order non-party Paint Chip seeks relief from discovery. It is denied as moot to the extent he looks to quash the subpoena or any similar form of injunctive relief because the subpoena was withdrawn. Given the concurrent procedural posture, the court cannot issue an injunction, declare the material assault protected, or declare the subpoena an abuse of process. Any decision on the merits would be an impermissible advisory opinion. Well, Paint Chip separately demands various sanctions against Nisharian. For example, he wants the court to award fees, costs, and expenses, impose monetary sanctions in the amount of $100,000. Court will not impose sanctions under any of the authorities cited, even if Paint Chip is a journalist. That does not render him immune from discovery. And since the subpoena was withdrawn within a day of service, any burden on Paint Chip was quickly mooted. Awarding monetary relief or any relief on such facts is unwarranted. The decision to award sanctions under this rule is discretionary. The rest of Paint Chip's motion is thus denied, and his separate motion for leave to reply is denied as moot. Isn't that amazing? He lost out on $100,000. Oh, we'll have to rewatch from the beginning. Sorry you were late. Don't be sorry. You got here exactly whenever you were supposed to be here. Don't you worry about it, Colleen. Let me get my camera up here. Let me pull that down, and I will give you a star, because that's what I need to do.
Dog will hunt.
Oh man. Give them a star, make them feel welcome. Welcome to the shit show. Yeah, right there. Love it. Hello, Palmer. Hello, Rogue Mama. Yes. Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, yeah. And I have to pull this one up here. So this is where it brings old Paint Chip in here again. Okay. So the whole time that he's going after Jeremy, he's got another lawsuit that's currently going on. And this is why he wanted to go shitty on Nisharian for showing this every single day. So here is what Paint Chip decided to show. All right. Dinesh Nisharian, Dinesh blah, blah, blah. There is no accusation more heinous under American law than that of a PDF. The charge alone, whether true or false, carries with it irreversible stain of moral depravity, public revulsion, and professional exile. Yet, that's the same thing that Paint Chip did to Nisharian. Unlike other clients, the mere allegation of child abuse ethics elicits immediate societal condemnation before any inquiry into facts. Nowhere in the reputation and legal impact of such an accusation more profound than in the state of Florida. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And of course, jurisdiction and venue. And then going after, and he's called Nick one a few times. So here's the parties, gives a little bit about who the parties are. It goes a little bit about the who he's married to. Statement of facts, and what he's trying to say is that an article was titled "Breaking Lawyer of Child Stalker Says Black People Are Indistinguishable from Monsters, Sarah shares a legal revenge prawn in court." April 17th. So did he? Has he shown illegal revenge prawn in court? Doesn't that sound familiar to something he's currently doing? Or is this just new? Is this something new that he's just come out with? I still like to have a clean apartment. That's weird. What? Yes. So this is something that Nisharian published in an article. The defendant in this particular one would be Nisharian, because he's suing Nisharian. He also supposedly put this on a Substack account. And the article falsely stated, this misogynist was told by my wife that she didn't want to share personal information with him because he will share it with PDFs and Joey Camp and Paint Chip to harass her with it. This statement is false. He is not. That's not what he said. He has never been investigated or accused of such conduct, has never been convicted of a crime of deviant sex acts or of crimes against children or any sex crimes. Well, just wait, Paint Chip, because you may just be. After your little revenge prawn that you went after with Megan Fox, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think that they're just going to let it go? And I'm sure Nasharian's looking at this now, seeing that you're involved in it and you're being sued elsewhere. And I bet he's become very, very interested in what's going on with you, Paint Chip. Evening. Good evening, Grandma Sherry. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Nut House. And I think it's time for that. We need a little bit of music.
Welcome to the show. Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
Oh, and I'll give you guys another taste here. I got to give you another taste of the song, don't I? I know that I do. Let me pull it up for you, just because I know you guys love it so much. So I want to give you another little taste. All right, you ready? Here it goes. Just a taste. Everybody else will get to see it very soon. But only members get to see these right now. Only members get to see this.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns. Real talk. Yo, here comes Wimpy Old Bones. Shouldn't be crying, you're in luck. But when a little joke hits his ears, he's running off like a scared little cuck. Let's quit. At the sound of one snicker. A weak ass punk with no guts, bro. Your skin's getting thin.
That's all you get for now. Now, if you remember, you'll be able to see the whole thing. But if you're just little old me, I can't show you the whole thing. Only members get to see the whole thing. That's right up there with Shaky. Love the beat. Yeah, it's fun. I had a good time. That's an old one. I put that one together way back. Oh, yes. It's awesome. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Tammy, it is awesome. It was one of those I had fun with, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have Paint Chip's video done, so you'll get to hear the finished product of it. I hope to have it done by Friday. I've got too much work ahead of me. Hey, flipping how are you? Hugs for all. Yeah, the beat was fun. The beat was absolutely fun to do. I got a kick out of it. I really did. Oh, I love it. All right, let's pull this up here. Here we go. All right. Stop that. Present. Here we go. Shifting. Why is it not working? Oh, there it is. I was having a hard time looking at it. Defendant published the statements known full well that was seriously mentally damaged. Okay. Defendant published statements knowing full well that defendant was seriously mentally damaged. Defendant has a history of launching malicious online campaigns against targets by using AI fabricated screenshots and dishonesty to simulate criminality and scandal. Is that true? Why would Nasharian do something like that? It sounds to me like internet punching contest is what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me, is that they've got issues with each other. You know, this is why he wants to have them fight it out in the street. In the same article, or same April 17th, he targeted a partner, falsely accusing him of racism and abuse, then doxed him on social media and side harassment. Nah, I don't care. He's talking about somebody that I don't care. Oh, Robert Ward, I am glad you're back. Well, guess what?
Welcome to
Thank you, Robert, so much.
Every single day.
Every single
A
day.
new flavor of fuckery.
'Cause everybody's such a see and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Yeah, we'll have it all over again.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what a Como is, Starzy. I honestly don't know. Well, upon information believed, the FBI is aware of defendant's activities relating to this. Upon information believed, Miami-Dade State Attorney and defendants engaged in similar conduct, harassingly, maliciously, heinously targets of hundreds of victims of Dinesh. All right, you've just, and okay, this has nothing to do with anything. He's talking about somebody that has nothing to do with this. More rambling. Jesus. Of course, then they're going after him here. And they finally gets down 600 victims of Dinesh. Oh, geez, Dinesh. And of course, he's going to name all of them because he's talking about these people. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I wouldn't know that. These are isolated incidents. Defendants has weaponized social media to systematically destroy lives. Thank you for clearing that up. I wouldn't have known. I just don't. I try to avoid that kind of stuff because it's really creepy. Chipetta is a fact witness in this matter. He's confirmed the receipt of written notice, confirmed, blah, blah, blah. Defendant concedes that he uses sock puppets in the creation of his conduct, concedes that he uses sock puppets and AI in the deployment of his accountability campaigns. And it's his modus operandi, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, he goes after a whole bunch of other people. And he's got all of this right here that he's trying to bring into this. It looks like Twitter accounts that, wow, these are some of his Twitter accounts. According to Chipetta, there are associations that they're also involved in this. Causes of action, defamatory statements. Well, isn't it weird that he would be talking about defamatory statements whenever he's been doing defamatory statements? Maybe that's why Dinesh might have been sharing a little bit whenever he got served. Maybe that's why he was so excited about it and posted it. Yes. Isn't it wild, Kathy, that he's filed a lawsuit for the same things that he's doing and has previously done multiple times to other people. He hates when somebody calls him a PDF and he calls others that. Weird, isn't it? Weird how that operates. Weird how he has to do that kind of thing, where he feels it necessary to go after people in such a vile and horrible way. Is he going to continue these kinds of actions, or is he going to chill? He uses multiple sock accounts. He goes after people, attacks them, tries to bring them down, tries to tear them down, goes after them in some of the most vile, reprehensible ways. And yet he's not receiving any sort of backlash. Any kind of backlash that he does receive, he tends to want to find it out in court. Wants to argue, I'm not doing such a thing. Why would I ever do such a thing? I am such an innocent person. Yet he's not. He's not innocent in this at all. He will continue. Absolutely. He's been continuing on this path for quite some time. It's not like he just all of a sudden is going to stop. And these are the kinds of people that are part of the what the hell's ecosystem. They do not want to, they found themselves a bank that they can cash in on. That's funny. Revenge prawn. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, he will continue until he's put in jail for it. Well, and there's a possibility he could be put in jail for it very soon. If he continues on the way that he's going, that could happen. It would just be better not to do these kinds of things, I would think. But yet he has decided, nope, I'm going to continue doing it. It's not going to work out like he thinks it is. Just saying it's not going to work out how he wants it to. And if he can actually get his head out of his ass long enough to understand that, it might be good. It might be good for him. Getting here late, but you're finally here. Well, I will tell you what, I'm going to give you guys the Paint Chip song. I don't have the video for it, but you'll get to hear the whole song. How's that? All right, let's do this. Share this, and I think this will work. And yeah, that should work. And then I do this, and here we go. This is the Paint Chip song. So dig in, listen really well. Here it comes.
Yeah. This one's for the man who wrote love letters to solitary confinement and called it journalism. Shut up, Dick. We saw your paperwork. Let's go. Paint Chip, the felon snitch in disguise, turned his trauma tales into clickbait lies. Said he did time, now he blogs for clout. Still smelling like steel bunks and pillow mouth. Used to file motions, now he files dreams. Got a sock puppet voice and conspiracy memes. Cries foul in the court, then flexes online. But your whole damn past got federal shine. Tried to duck the shoot, took a welcome ride. Now you miss your cellmate and the things he implied. Said, I'd take that over mental decay. Bro, who says that you gave your sanity away? Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. You You said it on red, you take a night of surprise. Over sitting in the box with no echo replies. Said you healed from the trauma, now you're back begging court. Trying to headline your pain like it's a contact sport. You missed the whispers, missed the dim light, missed the sound of Velcro and latching at night. Called it therapy, called it fate, but we call it wild that you relate. Now you run fake news under Love Fontaine, talking third person cause first makes you insane. Hide behind aliases like a TikTok fraud, while Bubba somewhere nods like that's my dog. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your monkey's name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your monkey's name. 12 lawsuits deep and they all got bounced. Now you flex online like your cases count. Still posting threads like subpoenas rain, but you ain't got muscle, just barroom pain. You talk like a warrior, file like a flake, missing lockdown hugs and the prison steak. You had a list of names, you want it gone. Now you blogging all caps with the lights turned on. You say I'm a bully, now I'm just loud. You the one who voted for a medium crowd. You couldn't beat memes, couldn't keep your gig. Now you scream at the screen like a busted pig. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, still crying for change, but this time Bubba won't even know your name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your monkey's name. You call me a troll, but you filed 12 lawsuits just to feel touched again. You called me a bully, and you the one begging for stripes, begging for court, begging for Bubba. Stay in the comments, cower, because out here, you already lost.
Yeah, that was good. Too cool, too cool. Well, you got to hear the song. You got to hear the song at least. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, and what I'll do is I'll tell you what, I will play you the Wimpy Old Bones song too. How's that? So you get to hear the Wimpy Old Bones song without the video, but you'll get to hear it. It's going to be awesome. Just wait until you hear it. Just wait until you hear it. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Here, you guys ready for it? Okay, here we go.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns. Real talk. Yo, here comes Wimpy Old Bones. Shouldn't be crying, you're in luck. But when a little joke hits his ears, he's running off like a scared little cuck.
Let's quit.
At the sound of one snicker, a weak ass punk with no guts, bro. Your skin's getting thinner. And BBB, that idiot attorney, got him marching like a pawn, marching to his orders. So pathetic, man, your pride is long gone, gone, gone. Wimpy Old Bones, you ain't tough, you're just a scared little tool. Dialing up the ambulance every time you such a fool. BBB's got you on his leash, no backbone at all. You're a baby and you cry, little men. Watch your teardrops fall. Step aside, real ones, while we drop the cold hard truth. Bones thinks he's hardcore, but he's stuck like a whiny little youth. When the laughter starts flying, you scramble for the phone, call him po-po like they're your savior. Man, you're all alone. Your so-called toughness crumbles under every witty jab. With BBB pulling your strings, you're just pathetic, a little sad. Yo, Bones, your legend's over, your sorry tale's complete. BBB keeps shouting orders, your game is obsolete. Every move you make's a misstep, every word's a lame refrain. In the streets we see you tremble, running scared from everything. You brag about your might, but it's all just a pathetic lie. When the laughter hits too hard, you run and cry. Time to face the mirror, admit your act's a total bust. Wimpy Old Bones, your teardrops are falling, crumble into dust. Your strength's as flimsy as paper, your courage done expired. Every time you face the fun, you get caught up, uninspired. EBD's orders got you running your opponent is sad game. In this YouTube jungle, you're nothing but lame. Wimpy old bones, you ain't tough, you're just a scared little tool. Dialing up the ambulance every time you're such a fool. BBB's got you on his leash, no backbone at all. You're a baby and you cry, little man, watch your teardrops fall. So here's the final word, Bones, from the streets and on the mic. When real strength comes to battle, your weak ass won't fight. Keep calling ambulance, running, crying, screeching, squeal your whiny little ass. Your indignation, you seal the deal. Yo, that's it. Step aside and let the real men roll.
I knew you guys would like that. I knew you guys would love it a bunch. Yeah, it's a fun song, and I love this. I want to send my condolences to you, Shizzy, since she wasn't named in that there joke lawsuit. Hope you get lots of sympathy cards. Well, I do. I wasn't named in a joke lawsuit. It's pretty good. I'll go over that maybe tomorrow night. It's enjoyable. You should see the one I was named in. I loved it. It's great. Good evening, Starzy. Yes. Oh, so much fun. We're having a blast now. We're just, I'm not worried about not being named in a lawsuit. It's probably a good thing to not be named in a lawsuit. Sarge, I haven't done anything. It's defamatory, so there's nothing to worry about. There is there now. Oh, these silly fools, silly fools. It's because I'm not that important. See, that's the best part about it. I like not being important. Because then I don't have to dress impotent. You know what I mean? Isn't that right? Isn't that how that works? Everyone named her all she's, yeah. All the others have, yeah. Because they're important. I'm just a nobody. I love being a nobody. Irrelevant. It's just, I'm just an irrelevant child. I love it. All right, here we go. Of course, he wants to be exposed to hatred, contempt, ridicule, distrust, disgrace as a direct and proximate result of the defendant's false publication. He's suffered reputational harm, lost professional opportunities. No, you've lost professional opportunities of your own volition there, Paint Chip. He was subject to online threats, harassment, reputational blacklisting by third parties who relied on and repeated his defamatory statements. Oh, plaintiff was subject to online threats, harassment, reputational blacklisting caused by the defendant's followers. How many followers do you have, Paint Chip? It's pretty hard to say that you're getting damaged whenever you were damaged in prison. By your own words, you were damaged in prison. You know, and you know, we talked about this the other night, that, you know, he's the kind of guy that would play mobster. He would be, you know, finding anybody's ear he could pound on. And he would sit there and tell people, you know, how big and badass he was and connected. And meanwhile, the people that are actually connected are looking at him just going, you have no idea. You have not a clue. You know, just because you watch The Sopranos doesn't make you connected. But of course, he thinks that his followers are inmates. Possibly, you know, sounds like LaFontaine was, you know, was maybe his little boy toy, you know, that, or maybe he was LaFontaine's little boy toy. It's hard to determine, you know. You know, from all that I can gather, it seems like maybe he enjoys being in prison. That's where he's trying to push to go to. We need you to write a filing for Megan to sue Yamaha, and Yamaha read it for laughs. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I laughed at that tonight, Jaws. Sitting there, yeah, she goes, I started laughing so hard that I fell down and just damaged my shoulder. Now I have to go see them again. Oh, Megan, how dare you? Need to go see a masseuse. Ooh. There, clues the world headed their way. No, I think they're well aware of the hurt that's coming their way. They're actually welcoming it. They're masochist. That's the only thing that makes any sense. Why they would be doing this. I mean, they're looking to hurt themselves. Okay. The publication was part of a pattern of targeted harassment. Oh, liable per se. Well, he says, sex crimes, published a statement with actual malice, prima facie, tort, plaintiff alleges all of the same thing. And of course, he's named this same thing again and again. He keeps talking about himself being named as a PDF file. The action was not incidental or negligent. It was intentional, targeted, executed with full awareness of his likely impact on his life and livelihood. You live at home with your mother in a basement. Well, not really a basement, probably an upstairs floor, being that you're in Florida. They don't really have basements, too much flooding, that kind of stuff. Most likely, you're still, rubbing mom's feet and bringing her, her Hot Pockets, that you've probably, taste tested each one of them. They would look like idiots bringing in Shizzy and admitting all his letters and songs into evidence. It would definitely show up for that day. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be the last person they'd want to do that with. It would be, but I am considered the internet bully. It's not bullying whenever you read court documents. Whenever you start going through court documents, that does not make you. She burnt her. Oh, I did hear that. She burnt her hand cooking. That's why she should just stick to making sandwiches. I'm going to catch shit from her for that one. Yeah, she'll give me a hard time. I know she will. They could play a shit show in between letters. Oh man. Well, and that would be interesting to do something like that live in court in front of a jury. Could you imagine the reaction of the jury if they could keep a straight face through all of it? I would have to get, Yamaha to possibly read those for me. I think would be the ideal thing to do. Just, it's like, he doesn't have a camera, but he has a lovely voice, and I need him to sit in and read each one of them for me. Oh, how many days would that take if I just read those all back to back to back? That would be, I don't know if they would want to go away. The judge and jury can make it through the day without laughing. Well, the judge might get a little mad at some point in time. He might say, wait, that one was about me. That one was about me. Yeah, it's absolutely zero chance. Months? Nah, I think I could do it in like 3 days. No, I'm not a bully. I just like to mock the hilarity of things. I find all of this stuff very funny. The silliness of these people. And I don't have to convince anybody that they're silly. They show it in their own writings. I just call out their own writings. That's all I do. I guess that's a little too much for them sometimes, but hey, I think it's probably getting close to that time that that I have a new letter for you. So, let's see. Am I ready for this? Because this is gonna be a fun one. Let's see. I got to get my vocal cords warmed up. I got to get my vocal cords warmed up for this one. Yahoo, letter time. It's going to be a tasty one too. It's going to be a really tasty one. Yes. All right. Let me get my mind right here. You know, it takes a lot to get in the right mindset to do these letters sometimes. All right. I've withheld long enough.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Open letter to Paint Chip. From convicted con man to keyboard crybaby, the death rattle of a disbarred loser. Dear Paint Chip, it's truly impressive how someone who once played inmate charades with mobsters and cried conspiracy through the bars of a federal prison can now find the time, between begging judges for leniency and fantasizing about Bubba's bunk, to crawling out of your digital crypt begging for relevance, like a mangy dog pawing at the back door of legitimacy, or at the back door of something else. And now you've waddled into federal court with a 22-page wine fest sobbing that someone on the internet's hurt your feelings. Boo fucking who. It's the legal equivalent of lighting your hair on fire while screaming, "I'm a serious man." Let's get this out of the way. No one's calling you what Dinesh allegedly did. That's your hill to die on, not mine, but pretending that you're some beacon of First Amendment virtue is a hilarious plot twist coming from the same guy who's been sanctioned, convicted, imprisoned, and disbarred. You're less a journalist and more a delusional scribbler with a vendetta, a Substack, and a really bad habit of calling everyone else mentally damaged while filing 80-page hissy fits like a little bitch. Let's be real. This lawsuit isn't a cry for justice. It's a bloated, like you are, laughable, like you are, rage diaper, from a man who hasn't been able to get anyone to take him seriously since he asked for a judge to have trial by combat. What kind of moron does that? Well, you're not a victim, Paint Chip. You're a one-man dumpster fire of narcissism, projection, and legal masturbation. If desperate self-aggrandizement were a tort, you'd owe yourself treble damages. You want $5 million in reputation damages. Bro, your reputation is less than zero. You nuked it years ago and then salted the earth with your own idiocy. Sort of like you salt everything else. You're a convicted federal felon who now plays pretend journalist on Substack because no actual outlet would let you clean their toilets, let alone publish an op-ed, because they're so full of shit. You've got more sealed indictments and restraining orders behind your name than legitimate bylines. And here you are, waving around Florida's death penalty statute like a cheap prop, gasping that someone called you the P word. Your complaint is a greatest hits album of projection. You whine that you've been unfairly smeared, yet you Your own resume reads like a cautionary tale, and let's just revisit some of the Paint Chip origin stories, shall we? You literally pleaded guilty to fraud and kidnapping conspiracy, then tried to revoke your plea years later by claiming that you were tortured and had PTSD, only to then pivot to pretending you're a victim of a TikTok personality. If irony were fatal, you'd be a chalk outline, and that I don't think there's enough chalk in the planet to outline that body of orbit that just sucks. You once argued in court that you should be allowed to trial by combat. Then that's not bravado. That's someone who ate a bowl of lead-based cereal with expired milk. You're the same guy who called your critics fake lawyers, filed bogus legal threats, and now thinks anyone who challenges you must be working for Beijing, Soros, or George Hales. At this point, the only person not named in your lawsuits is the Hamburglar. And I'm sure that you would eat him if he was. And let's talk about these victims of Dinesh Coalition you've desperately tried to launch. What's the entry requirement? Being mildly embarrassed online? Grow up. You weren't thrown off a roof. Well, maybe you were. I mean, mother would have swallowed, we wouldn't have this issue. You got roasted in a blog post. It's not defamation, it's a digital wedgie. You screamed that Dinesh is a foreign agent, that he causes suicides, and that he's out here single-handedly subverting democracy using TikTok. The fact that this got filed in a federal court and not a live journal diary is a damning indictment of the entire judiciary spam filter. Your own filing manages to simultaneously call Dinesh mentally unfit while citing his wife's mental records as some kind of twisted character evidence. It's just not legally irrelevant. It's cruel, sleazy, and a peek into the moral pit that you inhabit. This isn't advocacy, Paint Chip. It's revenge porn for disbarred egomaniacs. Oh, and let's not forget the cherry on top, your Marcy's Law victim statement, complete with trembling handwriting and crocodile tears as if the world owes you a hug and a cookie because your feelings got hurt on the internet. You're not a victim, Paint Chip. You're a 45-car pileup of self-inflicted embarrassment who thinks shouting treble damages will restore your lost dignity. You're trying to legally monetize your own panic attack, Paint Chip. That's not bravery. It's a masterclass in performative cowardice. You're like if Jussie Smollett learned how to file pacer documents. Your attempt to sue your way back into relevance won't work. You can't draft pleadings in crayon, scream libel at anyone with a phone, and LARP as a Florida journalist all you want. It won't change the fact that every court that's encountered you, state, federal, the bar, or otherwise, has come to the same conclusion. You are not a serious person. Even your own filings contradict themselves. Calling yourself a Florida journalist one second and sobbing that you're not a public figure the next. You want constitutional protection for your speech, but you're going to cry foul when someone else uses theirs. You want to silence people who call you names, but launched a scorched earth crusade against Jeremy Hales. The anti-What the Hell's crew joined in, and everyone who didn't hand you a participation trophy for surviving federal prison. And don't think we forgot, this is the same man who created a fake Facebook account to frame someone, tried to subpoena the feds with fantasy evidence and playing dungeons and depositions in front of real judges like it was a Renaissance fair. You're the only man alive who thinks being mocked on TikTok is more unjust than your own racketeering charge. In fact, you're one bad blog post away from suing WebMD for hurting your feelings with an obesity diagnosis. Let me be clear. If Dinesh defamed you, fight that in court. But let's not pretend that your motivations are noble. This isn't about justice. This is about your bruised ego, your obsession with relevance, and your undying desire to be feared again. Here's the bad news, Paint Chip. No one's scared of you anymore. You're not a mob consigliere. You're not a First Amendment martyr. You're not even a lawyer. You're just a disbarred clown with a keyboard and a martyr complex, suing your way into oblivion one tantrum at a time. Here's the truth, Richard. You're not feared. You're not respected. You're not interesting to anyone anymore. You're a grotesque curiosity, like a greasy. And when I say greasy, we're talking about dripping with grease from each and every one of your pores figure of Roy Cohn stuffed in a G.I. Joe suit with a law degree made of toilet paper. You don't deserve a jury trial. You deserve a court-appointed therapist and a permanent ban from LexisNexis. So file your nonsense, serve your sock puppets, scribble another 70-page tantrum into federal record, but understand this. You will never be taken seriously again. Not by the courts, not by the public, and definitely not by the people you keep trying to bully into silence. Hey, you want a headline, Paint Chip? Well, here it is. Convicted fraudster sues TikTok guy for ruining reputation that was already buried in a federal prison shithole. History won't remember you as a martyr. They'll remember you as a punchline. Now, go cry about it on Substack. Again, bitch. Sincerely, Shizzywhiznut. Bully, branded, unbothered, aka the dude whose name you can't seem to spell still.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.
Let me hit a couple of these super chats and make it awesome. Here, we'll get those things showing back up over here. King Matt Red Queen, Imagined Court Now, Shizzy's Letters, Megan Lego Displays, Tug AI characters. I know, it would be absolutely insane, wouldn't it? It would be so crazy to see all of those. Oh, thank you so much, and I appreciate you.
Squeeze my heart.
Oh, yes. Well, I just had it. I set it down. I know what happened. I set it down in a very conspicuous spot, so it was right in front of me. Isn't that how us guys are? You know, the wife puts something in the fridge, or we put something in the fridge, and then we go, I can't seem to find it, and the wife just walks up like she knew where it was the whole. That was weird. I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Weird. So hopefully that fixed it. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I had no idea. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, I hit the wrong button, and everything went crazy on me. Imagine how courts. Yes, I did get a sticker on there, but I think I hit the wrong thing. So I will do another one. Give me a second. Let me get you the new sticker. Let me get you the new sticker there. There we go. Oh yeah, right there. New sticker for you. All right. And then of course, Traveling Fools with the yo. If you haven't checked out Traveling Fools, he's definitely one to go check out. He does trivias. If you haven't seen those, well, then there's something wrong with you. And this is for you, Traveling Fools.
Welcome to the shit
Oh
show.
yes. Every single day I'm in favor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks.
Monday, Tuesday,
yeah.
Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder,
Dash, poppycock, all the sand fuckery.
Yeah, all over again.
Oh, good to see you fools. And of course, Kathy Byard came in with a $10 of Canadian bucks. That's like insane. Thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate you right there. And then of course we have got here late. I'll catch up on the replay. Well, Kathy, you are in for an interesting one. I will tell you that much. This is going to be very interesting. And of course, all you fine tug raiders are coming in here at the last minute as we are getting ready to shut this bad boy down. But I will hang for just a little while longer, and I'll show you some of the music I've been working on. It will be interesting. See what you guys think of it. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Thank you, and I appreciate you so much. It is definitely going to be a good catch-up. And, well, good to see you also, lady. I love the replay crew. Yes, the replay crew is always enjoyable. Always enjoyable. Oh, you're heading out? Mama Fox is in the house. Oh, Mama Fox. Where's she at? I don't see her in there. Oh, there she is. Yo! Mama Fox, I heard that, I'm going to have to get you a back massage. No, I'll blame Yamaha for it because, it's easier that way. Make him feel bad. That's what I'll do. Make him feel bad for it. It'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be really good. Yeah, so I do have, and for all the new people, well, I'll just have to share the 2 songs with you that the rest of chat has been hearing, and I'll have a new video coming out. Give me just a second, and that way I can share these with you, and you'll be able to hear them, and I think you guys are going to like them. I think the new folks, what do you think? Do you think the new folks are going to like them? Now, I do have a new video also. Now, the new video, I can give a taste of that, and then of course I'll give you the music to it, the entirety. But you'll get to see like just a taste. How about just a taste? Now, I think that's what you deserve. Just a taste right here. All right, here we go. We'll give you just a little taste of the video. Here it comes. Doggone it. Stuff it. Here we go. All right. There it is. Why is it not working? Oh, that's why.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns. Real talk. Yo, here comes wimpy old Bone. Shouldn't be crying, you're in luck. But when a little joke hits his ears, he's running off like a scared little cuck.
Let's quit.
At the sound of one snicker, a weak ass punk with no guts, bro. Your skin's getting thinner.
Yes. That's what I've got for you guys right there. But you're going to hear the whole song just without the video. That's what I'm going to give you. The whole song without the video, and here he goes. Enjoy.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns.
I hit the wrong button. Doggone it. Let me do that again. Doggone it. See, this is what happens whenever you try to do things like this. You just mess up. All right.
Yo, listen up. This one's for all you clowns. Real talk. Yo, here comes comes wimpy old bones. Shouldn't be crying, you're in luck. But when a little joke hits his ears, he's running off like a scared little cuck.
Squeal and quit.
At the sound of one snicker, a weak ass punk with no guts, bro. Your skin's getting thinner. And BBB, that idiot attorney, got him marching like a pawn, marching to his orders. So pathetic, man, your pride is long gone, gone, gone. Wimpy old bones, you ain't tough, you're just a scared little tool. Dialing up the ambulance every time, you such a fool. BBB's got you on his leash, no backbone at all. You're a baby and you cry, little man, watch your teardrops fall. Step aside, real ones, while we drop the cold hard truth. Bones thinks he's hardcore, but he's stuck like a whiny little youth. When the laughter starts flying, you scramble for the phone, call him po-po like they your savior. Man, you're all alone. Your so-called toughness crumbles under every witty jab. With BBB pulling your strings, you're just pathetic, a little sad. Yo, Bones, your legend's over, your sorry tale's complete. BBB keeps shouting orders, your game is obsolete. Every move you make's a misstep, every word's a lame refrain. In the streets we see you tremble, running scared from everything. You brag about your might, but it's all just a pathetic lie. When the laughter hits too hard, you run and cry. Time to face the mirror, admit your act's a total bust. Wimpy old bones, your teardrops are falling, crumble into dust. Your strength's as flimsy as paper, your courage done expired. Every time you face the fun, you get caught up uninspired. BBB's orders got you running your opponent is sad game. In this YouTube jungle, you're nothing but lame. Wimpy old bones, you ain't tough, you're just a scared little tool. Dialing up the ambulance every time, you such a fool. BBB's got you on his leash, no backbone at all. You're a baby and you cry, little man, watch your teardrops fall. So here's the final word, Bones, from the streets and on the mic. When real strength comes to battle, your weak ass won't fight. Keep calling ambulance, running, crying, screeching, squeal your whiny little ass. Your indignation, you seal the deal. Yo, that's it. Step aside and let the real men roll.
Yeah. This one's for the man who wrote love letters to solitary confinement and called it journalism. Shut up, Dick. We saw your paperwork. Let's go. Paint Chip, the felon snitch in disguise, turned his trauma tales into clickbait lies. Said he did time, now he blogs for clout. Still smelling like steel bunks and pillow mouth. Used to file motions, now he files dreams. Got a sock puppet voice and conspiracy memes. Cries foul in the court, then flexes online. But your whole damn past got federal shine. Tried to duck the shoot, took a welcome ride. Now you miss your cellmate and the things he implied. Said, I'd take that over mental decay. Bro, who says that? You gave your sanity away. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. You said it on red, you take a night of surprise, over sitting in the box with no echo replies. Said you healed from the trauma, now you're back begging court, trying to headline your pain like it's a contact sport. You missed the whispers, missed the dim light, missed the sound of Velcro and latching at night. Called it therapy, called it fate, but we call it wild that you relate. Now you run fake news under Love Fontaine, talking third person cause first makes you insane. Hide behind aliases like a TikTok fraud, while Bubba somewhere nods like that's my dog. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunky's name. 12 lawsuits lawsuits deep and they all got bounced. Now you flex online like your cases count. Still posting threads like subpoenas rain. But you ain't got muscle, just barroom pain. You talk like a warrior, file like a flake. Missing lockdown hugs and the prison steak. You had a list of names, you want it gone. Now you blogging all caps with the lights turned on. You say I'm a bully, now I'm just loud. You the one who voted for a medium crowd. You couldn't beat memes, couldn't keep your gig. Now you scream at the screen like a busted pig. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, still crying for change, but this time Bubba won't even know your name. Paint Chip, you ain't no fair threat, just a burned out lawyer with a broke ass prick. Paint Chip, back scratching for shame, still dreaming about showers in your bunkie's name. You call me a troll, but you filed 12 lawsuits just to feel touched again. You call me a bully, you the one begging for stripes, begging for court, begging for Bubba. Stay in the comments, coward, because out here you already lost.
It is your day. Happy birthday to you.
That was for Elfie. Yes, I was muted. I boomered it. That was for Elfie. Elfie, thank you and happy birthday to you, doll. I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Or if it's just starting, I hope that it's even better the second go around. That was the music muted? Did you hear the music? Damn, I'm good at some music making. I hope so. I hope so. I thank you very much. It does take a little bit of time. Oh, well, we do appreciate you. Really, really do. We really do. We miss, what was that? Oh, there's new comments that said, we missed most of the song. Jessica Kruger. Good to see you. How you doing, doll? That is so wonderful. And this here is for Jesus says, loves it. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you, man. Oh, man. I love that. That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's for you. It was wonderful, wonderful to have you here. Oh, yes. Fun songs. Yes. And you can't hear me. Well, you should be able to hear me. If you can't hear me, that's not my fault because I've got my mic on now. Hey, Toyota Tom, how you doing? How you doing? It is good to see all of you. Yes, Jessica Kruger, I hope you're doing wonderful this evening and have enjoyed some of the wonderful times that we have going on over here. And tomorrow for members, if I'm able to, I will have the full Paint Chip video, and possibly non-members will get the whole Wimpy Old Bones video. It's either tomorrow or Thursday. I can't remember. I scheduled it to show up for everybody, but all members always get those early. So that's always a good thing. And also tomorrow I will be doing a morning stream. So come by for that. I'm going to be changing up my platform just a little bit. I'm going to be covering some different things, and hopefully you find it quite enjoyable. It will be a blast, and maybe, just maybe, that lovely little Welsh lady shows up. You never know. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she shows up unannounced, which is always enjoyable. But we're gonna have an interesting one tomorrow, and I've got to do a little bit of research on what I'm going to be doing Am I still going to give it to me to auction? Yes, I will. I will give it to him to auction. Absolutely. That is the plan. But it is going to go to Dollywood with me, and I've got to promote it because Dollywood is just right around the corner. I mean, it is right around the corner. Within a short period of time, I will be in Dollywood hanging out. We're going to be doing F&L there. And here, this explains it all, right?
Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.
Oh yeah, so that is going to be coming up. You've got the whole Dollywood that's going to be coming up. It is a lot of fun. I have been to Dollywood. I probably won't be riding any rides because, well, they don't. I'm too short to get on them. I'm too short to get on all the rides. So, I don't think they allow booster chairs on the rides. So I'm going to be left out. So unfortunate. Just be looking for the little bobbly wobbly there, that's got the, I'm having too much fun. So Dollywood is a Disney for adults. Yeah. Imagine it's not really like Six Flags. It's got a lot more going on there. It's been a long time since you were there. No, Six Flags. I don't think I would ever go to another Six Flags. I went to Six Flags back in, what was it? In Chicago? Whenever it was Marriott's Six Flags. I think Marriott owned it at some point in time. I think the Screaming Eagle was supposed to be the world's largest wooden roller coaster or something like that. So yeah, I rode on that multiple times. You're an adrenaline junkie. I ride every ride. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, that's awesome though. My kids really enjoyed Dollywood when they were young. Rewatch crew. Well, excellent. Good to have you here, Diane. But yeah, so tomorrow morning I'm changing up my platform a little bit in the mornings. So I just want you guys to be able to enjoy something a little different. I'm trying to step a little bit away from the news and go into more current events. Because sometimes the politics just doesn't really do really well. Yeah, Six Flags in Arlington has some of the best rides. Yeah, all of the Six Flags usually have really good rides. I remember riding. Let's see, there was the Demon, and I mean all of the stuff that was there. Can't do rides either. They're just too much for me now. Yeah, I can't do them now either. Used to be I had no problem with it. And it's not that I get nauseous or anything. It just hurts the body because of the jolting and yeah. It's just like I can feel the pain already getting my head snapped around. Whenever I was a kid, it was no big deal. But as you get older, the stiff bones don't work like they used to. Bloody Marys and bad decisions. That's right. That's right, Jessica. It is going to be good. It's going to be good though. The plan is to go to Dollywood and have a really good time, hang out with some really cool people, like the meet and greet, and then F&L is going to be really, really fun. We're all looking forward to doing that. So definitely want to be there. Scotland to Tennessee. Yeah. I love it. I love it. But it should be, tomorrow is going to be good. So make sure you got your notifications turned on. It's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. I can feel it coming. I'm girding my loins. Last year looked like a blast. Yeah, it did look like a blast. So I'm looking forward to it this year. And of course, we're going to have a bunch of Midwest cooking. I think there's supposed to be a Midwestern cook-off or something like that. We're going to see who can make the best potato casserole. Something like that. You're too skinny to do any rides. I get bruised and battered up and too small for a lot of the bars that keep us in place. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. True, but I do it anyways. Yes. Yes, it does sound like a lot of awesome. Everybody have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys over on MG's. I want to probably drop in there for a little bit. He's going over some Laura Owen stuff, so that is going to be really good. So everybody, I will see you soon. Peace.
Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? All right, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy. Yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy. Take your pick. I'm opening in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy. It's what you mean. Why you chase the crust and I take the lead? Living rent-free. That's my name. Go ahead, say it. Put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old. Well, here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants. Stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.